Hello, this is Invictor and welcome to my newest video about Project Zomboid. So in this video, I'll be going through the newest changes with the build 42.13. This is the new patch. We have been waiting for a new patch for many months and it is finally here. So with this patch, first of all, they have added multiplayer support finally. However, the multiplayer support is like in the most basic state. So they say that the best experience you are strongly advised to play on whitelisted servers or in Steam co-op. So they don't want to make they don't want people to make big multiplayer servers yet. They say that not more than 20 people should be on the server. It will be improved later on, but right now the stability is based on how many people are playing on a server. So don't go above 20. Don't use any debug mode on multiplayer servers. Disable all mods and whatever. So multiplayer is here, but it is in the most basic state. So if you are dying to play the multiplayer, you can now play it. However, I would highly suggest against it because it is gonna break your game probably. Like the game is definitely unstable right now, and like if you want to play it, sure. But don't expect your game to go smoothly. There are gonna be problems. So let's just go through the all the changes. This is the migration link. All the changes in the build 42. And I'll just give you the most important lines in all the patch notes for build 42.13. There is now a new target selection when using firearms. So now the system prioritizes body parts, making the head the primary target, followed by the spine, pelvis, and other limbs. Appropriate clothing and container items can now be equipped while walking, such as hats, gloves, glasses, satchels, backpacks. This was a big problem in the game because, like, if you had like a mask and you wanted to eat something or like take medicine, you would take off the mask, take the medicine, and wouldn't be able to put it back on because you were just walking away from the zombies or something. So now it is fixed. So now there is a new body slot called satchel, and this is gonna be used by satchels and water bags and also the cowboy canteens. So now you can use your like the ammo body straps and also your water bag, for example, or the cowboy canteen. This is a good change. Players will no longer start eating food items on double click if the player is aware of them being hazardous to consume on account of them being burned, rotten, dangerous uncooked, and also uncooked, or has poison that the player is aware of. So if you have taken, for example, if you have something rotten in your inventory, double clicking them will no longer make your character eat it. And also, if you picked up a berry and you have the proper traits to understand if the berry is poisonous or not, if you know it's poisonous, then your character will not eat it if you double click on it. So this is now making the game safer for players to play, basically. We have a new trait called motion sensitive. So this is basically a negative trait that will give you 4 points when you if you take it. And if you take this, then you're gonna feel motion sickness when you're driving. And if you're not really driving in the game, that basically means just free 4 points. And I don't know how effective this is gonna be for the characters, but I will definitely be testing this out. Like if you're not driving all the time, then this is the pretty free trait to take when you are making your character. They made some changes to foraging. So they added a distance bonus for finding items further apart in foraging, and the bonus is kept at 20 squares. It doesn't matter, but it means if you are finding items further away from you, then you're gonna get more XP. But they also removed the pickup experience from the foraging, so only finds will now grant XP. So you don't need to pick up or discard whatever you find that's gonna grant you XP for foraging. So you don't need to do that anymore. And discard item option has been removed. Updated force find now checks to place a new item when the maximum 2D distance traveled without a find increases. So yeah, now you're gonna basically force find something, and discard is now not in the game basically. So so you're gonna find things and you're gonna get XP, and you're not gonna get XP when you pick them up. Players will no longer spawn with the pistol, magazines, and ammunition. I think this is a good change because usually newer players would just pick up the pistol and start shooting zombies and attract all the zombies nearby and just die. So I think this is a good change. The former scout trait, it was, I think, the scout, just the scout. Okay, so the former scout trait now grants 1 skill level in the fishing skill. So the scout trait was +1 to first aid and +1 to foraging. Now it grants also +1 to fishing. So if you take angler, it's gonna cost you 4 points for just 1 skill level in fishing. And if you take the scout or the former scout, it gives you +1 fishing, +1 foraging, and +1 first aid for just 6 points. So this is a good change, and also it grants you the skill to make fishing rods and whatnot. Characters with short-sighted will again spawn with proper glasses. So this was a kind of a struggle because you would start the game and you wouldn't have your glasses and you would just see blurry, and now it's not a case anymore. Ripping, cutting clothes, etc. recipes take 40% of the time they previously did. The problem was ripping the clothes, making them into rags, and then ripping the rags into threads would just take a very long time. So this is now gonna be very fast, and the tailoring is gonna be less cumbersome to level up. So this is a great change. No longer allow cooked food to be cooked again. This was a thing people used to get rid of some of the malices for some animals. For example, if you caught a bird with a trap, you would cook it and then butcher it and then cook it again to get rid of the malice altogether. So now no longer it is the case. Fixed infinite maintenance XP using sharpen blade recipe. This was the thing. If you could just sharpen the blade over and over and over, and you would just get your maintenance to 10 without actually losing anything. So it's no longer the case. Fixed not being able to shoot animals. Now you can shoot them. Fixed every player benefiting from the export trait, whether they start as a lumberjack or not. What? I think that's it. I think that's all the important things in the new patch. So if you want to play the new patch, you can just go and play it now. It's out. But please make sure you back up your saves if you want to play in the new patch, because it might break. Like the developers specifically say to make backup for your saves in case they break when you switch over to the new patch. So please back up your saves if you care about your save. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we will have stable multiplayer for Build 42 very soon. So but if you wanted to play Build 42 multiplayer, now is the time. You can play it, but you can play it with some bugs and with no mods for now. So enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.